Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out the Spigen Ultra Hybrid S case for the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. So Spigen has recently been upgrading their Ultra Hybrid series. They've been adding a couple more to it. So now we have the Kickstand version, and I believe there is also a MagSafe version for the S23 Ultra. So it's been a nice upgrade that it's not just a clear case and you can get a lot more functionality from that clear case. But other than that, let's go ahead and get the price out of the way, which is going to be $19.99 for this. And again, as always, everything in this video will be linked in the description. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. So taking a look at the packaging, very simple, just like Spigen always does it. As we can see, the image of what the case looks like, the phone it's for, and also the case it is, so Ultra Hybrid S. And then this is going to be in crystal clear. So the normal Ultra Hybrid series, it does have a couple more tones to it. So the sides are blacked out and you can get a couple more colors, but this one is going to be the clear version. So taking it out of the packaging, we are revealed with the plastic pouch and the case inside. And then boom, here is our case. We do have some plastic pieces on the outside and the inside. And so here it is. So these pieces right here are for extra protection and to keep some dust out of the way, and you don't have any scratches on it when you first apply it onto your phone, which is nice to know. And we can see our kickstand right here. So let's go ahead and let me wipe down my phone real quick and then go ahead and take out the inner layer. Alright. And now let's go ahead and place my phone inside. So you can do this either way, either starting from the top or the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and start from the top, from the bottom, and just push it down all the way, and here is our case. So wiping it down one more time, again, as you can see, our case is placed on. So super easy process. And now let's go ahead and take out the back. And we are revealed with a crystal clear case. So we can perfectly see the color of my phone, which looks super beautiful inside of this case. I really do love using crystal clear cases or any type of clear case, and that is because it just looks super nice on the phone. You're getting the protection you need for your phone, and you're also able to see what your phone looks like without losing out on that. So taking a look at the back, right away we can see that our lenses are being covered by a camera lip. The lip isn't too large. The back of the case is fairly flat, other than the kickstand right here. So the lip isn't too large compared to some other cases. It doesn't have an extra layer above it to give it some extra protection, but overall your phone should be fine in most scenarios when you do drop it on its back. And that's mainly because we do have a nice lip on the top end of it and on the bottom end, so it's a little higher than the actual back of the case. And then we also do have the kickstand on the bottom, so it's probably not going to be even when you do drop it, but it will give you the protection you need for your lenses. So on the back, again, it is a crystal clear back, which looks super nice. So taking a look at the front, we can see the lip on the top and the bottom, and that is to give you protection for when you drop it on its face. However, we can't really get too much protection on the sides. It's not too much higher than where the display actually ends, just a tad bit higher, so you are getting the most minimal protection you can get from this case. But you can't really blame the case companies for this, because that is going to be an issue with Samsung's Edge display that they have on the S23 Ultra. So we do have our cutout for the front firing speaker, and you're not going to be losing out on sound quality, which is good to know. And then on the bottom we do have our cutout for our USB-C charging port, speaker grill, and our S Pen with a nice little indent, so it's a little lower than the actual end of the case, so it's easier to access, which is true. So super easy to access and place back in. So on the left side of the case, we can see very minimal branding. It just says Spigen right there. On the top, we have our microphone cutout, plus it does say air cushion technology. And what that basically is we have these nice little air pockets on every edge of this case. And so if you do drop it on any of its sides or edges, it's going to be absorbing the shock before the phone actually absorbs any of the shock, which gives it that extra protection. So on the side, right side, we do have our volume rocker and our power button. Plus our power button does have a nice little texture and indent to it, which feels really nice. So without even looking at your phone, you can feel where the power button is. So if you need to decline a call or something without taking your phone out of your pocket, then this is the way to go. So testing the buttons out, starting with the power button, we're going to go ahead and do a nice little click test. So power button in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so super easy to click. Maybe just a tad bit of extra force being applied compared to the original buttons. And then moving on to the volume rocker. Alright, again, super easy to click. So the volume rocker is a little bit easier to click compared to the power button. However, overall, you're not going to be putting too much force to it, and compared to some other cases that I've used, this is still really good in my opinion. So moving on to the back and the actual part of this case, which is going to be the kickstand, which is the reason it was made for, we can see that it does have this metal finish to it. It's probably made of aluminum. It does feel like metal, not really sure. It still has that cold touch to it, so it's probably made of aluminum. We do have a nice little Spigen logo right there, and all you have to do is just pull from the right side, and then active stop technology. So when you do flap it back in, you can hear that click. So it does stay there, and the active stop technology basically stops it at any angle. As you can see, it's not going to be closing out, and you're going to be able to use it in any angle you need until you basically get to like the very end, which it's going to close at that point. So it feels very nice and sturdy. This will probably last you a long time. I haven't used it too much with the kickstand, but again, it is a very sturdy kickstand. So if we do test it out, let's go ahead and see. Landscape mode does work. If you do place it in the middle a little more, works a little better. Probably not the best, and that is because we do have only that one kickstand. So if we do go ahead and click everywhere, it's not the best, but again, it'll get the job done. So if you do put it in landscape though, this will probably get the job done a lot better. It's going to be a lot more sturdier. So if we do go ahead and click everywhere, you're not going to have any issues with that. And then if we do bring it down, we can get a better angle and maybe even a little more. So without closing it, we can get almost to a 90-degree angle. But I probably will use it like this in most scenarios. It's the sturdiest, and also I'm probably going to be looking down at the phone when I'm watching something. So other than that, there really isn't much else to it. So it is an ultra hybrid case at its core with a kickstand applied to it, which does work and function as it is supposed to. So again, a pretty decent case, and something that I would probably use if I didn't have a couple other cases. But again, I do constantly switch out cases, so this might be the one I use for a couple weeks now. So that'll basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe as it helps support the channel, and see y'all in the next one.